I'm so defeated. How is this the hardest thing? I still don't get it. Because there's like percentages here. This is Simple Living with Biata. For the last 2 years, I've been on an incredible journey of learning new skills and trades to build my dream home and homestead from scratch. The first year was land development, bringing in utilities, starting my gardens, and practicing framing with building a shed. And this year is the home build. I have the concrete in, I built the walls on the ground, we had a wall raising party, the trusses are in, the plywood is on the roof, and I have a few remaining things to get done to make the framing complete. Last week, I left you off starting to build the peak that's going over my front door. I ended up doing a complete design change. Originally, I had trusses going over my front door. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like how big this is compared to the other roof line. And this is such a feature window for our house. I'm now gonna do like brackets that bump out from this portion of the wall. I got the cedar posts up and I didn't like where they were placed, so I took them down. But this gives me a chance to fix a few mistakes that I made. I cannot wait to see what this peak is gonna look like at the end of the week. And once I get it done, I can start closing the home in and putting the ice and water on our roof. Good morning! It is super windy today. Collecting my insulation that blew away and ripped. Super fun. I gotta get this roof on so that I can get the ice and water on my roof. So back to this. This sub fascia isn't low enough for there to not be a little bit more OSB that needs to go up onto the trusses. So I'm gonna put that little bit more of OSB up, put house wrap over that and bring it down so that the house wrap overlaps the blue skin, and then I can put another layer of blue skin over top of that. Water is always supposed to be able to flow down and get away from the house, which is why you don't want to do the blue skin the way I did it. Okay, I feel a little silly. I think that I was supposed to bring the OSB all the way up, so I wasted a bit of my time, but I'm just gonna throw up some more OSB. This still allows for venting where the outriggers are up the trusses, so that way we'll still have airflow. Okay, now we have an overlap over this seam and an overlap over this seam. That should be good enough protection. I'm editing this video a week after I did the work and I realized I still did the house wrap and the blue skin wrong. You're supposed to overlay the house wrap over top of the drip edge of your window and door. This way water can't get in behind and rot out the headers. So I'm still gonna have to fix this, but that's for another day. Okay, now that the blue skin is done somewhat properly, kind of wrinkly. Anyways, there's gonna be a peak over here anyways. There should be like double protection of no rain getting in behind it. I'm officially gonna get back to working on the cedar post. Instead of using strapping behind the cedar posts, I'm gonna use OSB. It's a similar thickness and it's gonna provide a better nailing surface. When I used strapping last week, the posts were super wiggly, so I'm hoping that this is a little bit more stable. They are officially up. I think I like the height better, having a little bit more space above your head when you walk into the door. I need a little pick-me-up, I think. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I don't drink coffee, which might be a little bit surprising because you guys are always like, where do you get all your energy? I'm normally exhausted. I just thrive in chaos. Coffee gives me complete jitters and anxiety, but I got introduced to this drink. It has matcha in it and ingredients in it that calm you down like L-theanine, and I have been loving it. I haven't been getting any jitters whatsoever. I am so honed in and focused, and it's been so incredibly helpful. It's called Magic Mind. It's made with matcha, which boosts your energy. It has adaptogens to help you stress less and nootropics to keep you focused. I wanted my husband to try it because he is an avid coffee drinker, like 3 cups of coffee a day. And he sent me this text message after being alone for a few hours and absolutely loved it. Caffeine doesn't actually give you energy. It blocks the adenosine neuroreceptors in your brain that tells you you're tired. So when those receptors unblock 1 to 3 hours after you've had your morning cup of coffee, you experience the caffeine crash. The L-theanine in matcha prevents the full blocking of those receptors. So you have a slow release of caffeine and you don't experience the caffeine crash, giving you sustainable energy throughout the day. To get that natural energy without the caffeine crash, click my specialized link in the description and use the code SIMPLE20 to get 56% off of your subscription over the next 10 days. And now I'm working on my rafters. Okay, I think I have it all figured out now. I'm gonna notch this section out and then this will be for my subfascia. All right, they're cut. I'm gonna put them up and see what they look like now. So I went like this for a 6/12 pitch. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? And then this is a 12/12 pitch. There's like multiple different measurements on here and I just automatically thought the 6 here was the one I was supposed to use. I still don't get it. Because there's like percentages here. Maybe instead of turning the speed square to the 6 for the 6/12 pitch, I should draw a line where the 22.5 degrees is, because I think that's a 6/12 pitch. Like that? Okay, I'm gonna keep trying this. Let's see how this works. I still don't understand what's going on. Like, this is clearly not a matching angle. When I've done all the math for it, it should line up completely. And like, this isn't working. I'm so defeated. How is this the hardest thing in the entire house to figure out? I still don't get this. I just assumed that since a 12/12 pitch is 45 degrees, that a 6/12 pitch, which is half of a 12/12 pitch, would be 22.5 degrees, but it's not. Apparently it's like 26 degrees and something. So I did these two also wrong. I'm very frustrated. Anyways, I have to leave. I am very defeated and I'm gonna come back tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's raining. I'm gonna come back another day with a new attitude. Okay, good morning. It is supposed to be raining today. I'm not feeling the greatest, so we'll see how much I get done. I have the proper angle today, 26.5. And then over here, what I'm doing is creating a lip here because I keep trying to put these boards on and they're slipping. And that is part of my huge frustration with this, is everything is slipping, not working, not fitting, but today it's gonna fit. All right, time number 3. Will this work? What the heck? Why? Okay, they're just too long. Everything else is fine. They're just too long. We're gonna try one more time.
One more time.
What? Oh my gosh. What did I do? I don't get this. I have never been so confused in my life that I can get this angle wrong so many times. Like, where am I getting this from? I'm using the same speed square. Why am I getting this over and over and over again? Like, I have wasted so many pieces of wood at this point. I've figured out where I've gone wrong. What I was doing before was measuring 39.25 to here and then drawing my line and then doing my notch. What you're supposed to do is measure, your 39 to here, draw your line this way, draw a line this way, and do your notch up, not over. I was doing my notch over. So that was the length issue. The angle issue, I still don't know what I did wrong. I am like beyond confused because you just go to the 6. You go to the 6. How does that go wrong? See? You just go to the 6. I think I've got it. There's my smile. I'm just gonna listen to music and dance and get the energy back up and think about all of your comments and how kind you guys are, how I'm just learning. And even though it might be many mistakes over and over again, I'm learning. There's no one here to be like, you're doing this wrong. So thank you for those comments. You guys are amazing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, it's free. Click that down below and thank you so much. I think I did it. Does it look okay with the roof pitch being like half? Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing. We see how it looks like this, and we see how it looks with the trusses on it. I think I like that better. Shoot, I think I like it better with the roof lines matching. That truss is like the third one back, so it's a lot smaller. And originally I just didn't like how big the front entrance was, but I think I like the matching roof lines better. Oh no, what have I done? What do you guys think? Okay, so here is the 6/12 pitch and here is the 12/12 pitch. I think the 12/12 pitch looks a lot better. And I'm very frustrated with myself because of course it looks better. It's lining up with a 12/12 pitch right beside it. So it's definitely back to the drawing board because I still don't want to use the trusses here. I'm still gonna use them on probably Cam's bunkie over top of his door. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a quits. So let me know in the comments, do you think I made the right decision? Do you think it looks better with a 12/12 pitch or did you like the 6/12 pitch better? All right, guys, I will see you next week. So I left you off last week with like a boxing ring match of me fighting with this peak, this gable going over our front door. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna work on that today. Also, quick update from the garden. My small garden this year got some veggies and the septic bed is growing grass. So that is great. All good news, all great updates. The 12/12 pitch is officially the winner. I should have known. I'm glad I tried. Now I know. So here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of having the trusses here, because this one isn't like designed to be used as the gable end, it's designed to be the 4th truss back, I'm going to stick frame. And I'm gonna make it look like it's vaulted, which means I need to get rid of the sub fascia here and the like overlay of the trusses. I phoned my truss company. You are allowed to cut that portion of the trusses. So that's good. They've been so awesome though. They're sending me like a valley set detail that I can do for hand framing and how I'm supposed to carry the load onto the trusses below because I can't just like put a beam down right in the middle of this plywood here because then that beam is not supported. So I need to do the valley plate and that's gonna help disperse the load over the trusses. On to my rafters. I just did some rafter math. I've learned from my mistakes from last week. This should be a piece of cake. We're gonna hope this works because I don't think I can handle the emotional trauma of getting rafter math wrong for like a full day, like last week. Okay, that looks good. I like that a lot better. The matching sub fascia is gonna look really nice. Now that I can see it up there and know what it looks like, I need to work on getting the valley plate in, and then I need a cross-section piece here and one that's going up to support the ridge beam. So I put this up, but my silly brain was like, yeah, I'll just put this piece in between and make sure it's even, not realizing that this end was gonna be sticking out. And I really don't like the way that looks. Like, I feel like this should be in front, and this is like a $43 piece of lumber. Like, I'm not gonna waste it. So I think what I'm gonna do is do like a little detail on here, like what I did right here. I think that's gonna make a big difference and it won't look as bad. So I'm just gonna take out this top piece here and cut the detail, and then I'll put everything back up. right, I think that looks much better. Actually, my husband originally wanted me to do that, so I guess he won that argument. Time to put up the post beam for the ridge beam. This is just gonna be temporary because I want to use 4x4 cedar. I just don't have any left. Okay, time to cut this beam. Okay, I think I've figured it out. I've kind of spent like the last half hour trying to figure out what I need to do. So I had the beam up, I had some rafters up, and I'm kind of just trying to eyeball what I need to cut out, because remember, I still have to cut out the sub fascia here and a bit of the plywood. So I'm gonna pull the nails for it and cut this plywood, and then I have to cut off the overhang on the trusses. It's gonna look so good. I'm genuinely so happy and excited about this. It looks like 10 times better. I gotta go pick up my daughter and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I'm here with a white-tailed doe this morning, and I'm just figuring out my plan of attack for this beautiful, it's looking so good, peek over my door. So first of all, I have to replace that temporary support beam here that's holding up the ridge beam. So the ridge beam is on the support beam nicely, but then you can see that these two are not even. So I think I just have to adjust where the beam is sitting up top. It's probably not perfectly centered. There we go. It looks square and it's even at the top. What's crazy is I got this far yesterday. I just didn't have anything nailed in or screwed in, and I needed to add this post, and I'm still only here, but now it's all nailed in and screwed in. But next up, I'm cutting the ladders or the outriggers, and then I can put the sub fascia up. Definitely got that wrong. As you can see, I'm taking down the sub fascia I nailed up. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually put the plywood on and then put the sub fascia on, but that means I need to get my last two pieces in first. This does not make sense. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's not lining up the way it should be. I'm ready to give up. I don't know what to do. I got some temporary plywood up and I did the sub fascia at the front. Tomorrow I'm gonna figure stuff out with like string lines and try to get everything even, but for now I have to go. Good morning. I have been thinking about this all night, and I've come up with a bit of a solution. So first, I'm gonna cut blocking to the exact height of the peak. Then I'm gonna put that blocking right on top of this ridge beam. And then I'm gonna use the level to figure out where that point is coming out into the other roof line. So just to show you, from that nail up there to the sub fascia, it's about 97 1/4, and same with this side. All right, my piece is recut. This side fits. The other side was the issue side, so let's hope it works. I don't understand, but there's like a giant gap here, and if I close that gap, then it's way too low. And if I keep it in this spot, it definitely won't be supporting the plywood where the plywood is supposed to be. I think I'm just gonna offset it that little bit so that it falls in line properly. There we go. And a last little filler piece, although it's not really supported by a truss below. But anyways, I think it'll still do something. It's officially time to cut the ply. I can't believe how long this has taken me. The plywood is officially up, but my sub fascia is definitely not high enough. I just have to bump it up, which means I have to take it off. That is what nail pullers are made for. I am so happy with it. I don't even care. It took me a full 3 days to build it. Well, I kind of care because it was the last 3 days plus 2 days last week of messing up. But anyways, it's done and it's beautiful and we're gonna focus on the positives. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Be sure to check out Magic Mind in the description. It's helped me so much with energy. And with that, I will see you next week.